Pot Boiler Connect.
Hey, what's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? We are live today. It is Monday. You know what I'm saying? Monday we are here. When I'm loud in your ear.
I turned it down on my side. Yeah, that was like the bass in your voice, like doom doom. But I
Oh,
turned it
okay.
down.
All right, cool. Well, today we are live on all our platforms. My name is Jarmel Reese, and we are here with Pop Boiler Connect. Introduce yourself.
I am my Jesna Foster with Popular Connect, and I am one of the people that handle some business around here. So I am the CRM coach, and I'm excited for today, as always, when we're talking about the system. So, what we got going on today?
All right, so I guess today what we got going on is that we are going to actually talk about moving companies. We're going to create in this week, you know what I'm saying, if you're a moving company or you know somebody that's a moving company, tag them in these videos. We are going to show you how if you're too busy moving and you're too busy doing what it is that you need to be doing, we can come in and help you scale your business up and do all these things for you. And what I mean by scaling up to be able to help you do these things for you, we're talking about the website, the marketing, the reaching out, all the things that we could be able to do for you as a company and help you be able to scale up. So if you know somebody that has a moving company, this is definitely for them. We're going to show you one of our clients moving companies that we actually just got going. And then these whole weeks, we're going to then get off into different niches and different classes and showing you guys how to be able to do this for restaurants, how to do this for this, how to do this for this, and so on. So without further ado, Jazzy, you ready to get up into this?
Absolutely. Y'all know me. I'm doing what I do best, and it's just sharing the info. And I think I only shared it to myself because I'm going to send it out.
Okay.
So, I think you have it up here on the screen. So I will need you to share yours and probably navigate a little bit of it.
Okay.
There you go.
Let's do this.
Um,
Let's pause. Let me pause this. So um let's do this. So this was our client. The name of his company is called Moving Forward. Actually, let me tag him in this actual video as well, so we can be able to put
mhm.
them inside of here. Um,
Yep.
they were a moving company out of Oxford, Mississippi. So if you are in that area, make sure you go and check them out. They have an all-in-one moving service, and I think that's one of the coolest things. One of the coolest things I've ever seen because a lot of moving companies don't do what it is that they do. And what they do is they come in, they take all your stuff, they wrap it up for you. They
You might want to add them because his whole thing is moving forward, Oxford.
oh, okay,
If you
cool.
add them.
Okay, cool. So let me do that. Let me do that. So you go ahead and take this over for me for a second. Talk to them about this stuff.
So, what moving forward Oxford is, and I had a pleasure of building out this. And when I tell you a pleasure, I do mean it. So, we got to revamp from what they had to what they have now. And I really enjoyed what I was reading and seeing from the clients that they've worked with. So, like Jarmel said, they are a all-in-one. They don't only move; they will assemble, reassemble, wrap your stuff, Pre all the stuff that you need, they do, right? They'll move you across the country.
A hundred
If
percent.
you had so I learned some stuff. Did you know that there's 2 different type of dollies? There's a furniture dolly and there's a piano dolly. Okay, so, like, I really learned a lot from this particular client. Like I said, it was a pleasure to work with them and revamp them. So, you have the buttons to see what it looked like, and then I have the back part of what they got going on.
Okay, cool.
And if
All
you
right.
scroll through, we can talk about what they had before. So go
Okay.
ahead. I'm still sharing this. So if you want to take over that part, then I can bring up what we got now for them.
Absolutely. So this was their website before we took them on as a client. As you can see, pretty simple website, not a bad website. Um, but it didn't have any automations on here.
They didn't
So
do anything.
yeah, it didn't do anything. So any of these buttons that you see right here, they didn't go anywhere. They didn't do anything. They weren't connecting with their clients, and then they were having a hard time finding out the information that their clients actually needed. And then also, to be always honest with you, just to look at his website, we couldn't tell exactly what it was that he did. I didn't know that they were an all-in-one moving service. I would have never guessed that looking down their website because there wasn't any social media posts that really reflected that. There weren't anything that was on the website that really reflected that. It says moving can be stressful, but it doesn't have to be. And moving forward, we specialize in making your move as smooth as possible, stress free. Our moving experts will keep you informed throughout the entire process so you know what to expect from start to beginning. I still don't know. I didn't know what it was that they did. And so what we
Sir.
were able to do for them is we were able to create them something that can be able to tell people exactly what it is that they do. I think it's important that when somebody comes down, and so let me tell you about a website. A website is something that is like a brochure of yourself talking about what it is that you're doing. But we created them a funnel, and a funnel
Mhm.
is completely talking about the business and what it is that you do, and it's a service. We talked about the service. So what we were able to do for this company is we were able to then take them and be able to explain to people what kind of service they were actually able to do and what they're actually doing. And so this is important when it comes to your business because most of the time when I go down people's websites, I have no clue of what it is that they do. And it has way more to do with they tell you about a bunch of different services or different things and talk about themselves and all these different things that have nothing to do with the actual business. So with what we did with moving forward is we actually took them to a place where they can be able to automate this stuff because these guys are out all the time out in the field working. They're working all the time. They're not able to sit back and take the phone calls all day, do all the other stuff. And so what we did here at Popular Connect is we took all that off of their hands. So now they don't have to worry about their business from the inside. They're they have social media posts coming out. They have automated text bots being able to send stuff for them. They don't have to worry about any parts of their business. Only thing they have to worry about doing is doing the physical part of their business, which is what they're good at. They don't have to worry about the background part of it. And so if you're a business, like I said, if you know somebody that's a moving company and you want to be able to tag them inside of this video, this is pretty good. And this goes for any business because throughout the weeks, we're going to do this for every business. And we're going to show you how we can do this for you and how we can take that stress off of you from actually working inside of your business to working on your business. And you do what it is that you're great at. And we take care of the back end of what you're not good at. We take care of the digital performance of your actual stuff. So within that time that we were actually working with this company, we switched over the domain from this actual domain that they had. And then within maybe a week, they were able to get was it a
It
week?
was a it no, it wasn't even a week. I think I launched him on Saturday. I think Monday um, that following, literally Monday afternoon, they got a hit. Mind you, all their stuff went up. So let's show them what they got.
Okay.
Um, so let me bring us back to the stage. So, remove and add. So what we did was, and mind you, this is just a snippet of what's going on. So did we take them through the journey of the other one?
Yes, we did.
Okay. So, like Jermel said, when we are doing funnels, regardless of what it is, what it looks like, we still are taking you through a journey, no matter what, right? So, what we did was we started making eye-catching things. What is catching the eye of? So, your subtitle, I mean, your headline, which is here, and subtitle and so forth. So let's take you guys through the journey. Why do we have this form here? What was missing? we need to capture leads, which everybody wants to do. Whether they use your service now or later, you want to capture a lead. His pop up must already popped up because he has a pop up on here. So, capture leads, right? And then we take you through the journey, and you just see what all he actually has. He didn't have this stuff before. You see pictures, you see what they do, all on the very first page. People think a website, you gotta have this tab and this tab and do this and do that. And it's like, no, show me what it is so I know what I'm looking for. He didn't have his customer reviews there on there. So we had to click and go find them. He had some amazing reviews. So what did we do? We put them on the front page so you can see the customer experience and how grateful they were of him and his team. Talked about them, show them. So there's a combination of different stuff. Um, has his frequently asked questions there on top of his bot. Now, mind you, there's still stuff that we still have to do, but we launched anyway, and he has a form that captured the customer's information right off top, has his hours of location, I mean his hours, his location, and so on and so forth. We also made sure he was in compliance. So we literally revamped everything for him, and there is now his quote comes right up. So when you go down this journey, you can answer everything. So he doesn't have to think about what they need by the time he calls them back to get them a quote. All of this stuff you can go through, you can check what all is needed. And what this particular customer did was exactly that. So on the back end, which we're not going to show his back end stuff, on the back end, all the stuff was spelled out and we knew what was needed. If they are a long distance away, they can upload pictures of the size of their house, what bedrooms, what or office space, whatever it is that is needed. He now has it on automation. So this changes the game for a person like that who is more hands on because they have to move, and it helps them on the clerical side on the back end because all they have to do is look at their app, not necessarily go to their website. They have an app where they're on the go and can communicate all of this. So they were missing a lot. And like I said, this is somebody we really enjoyed working with, and they are grateful for what it is that we did for them because it definitely changes the ball game a lot when you can be hands free. This is why we break down the difference between. I'm gonna bring us back to the stage because this needs to be said. This is why we talk about a system. There's a difference. It does not take, listen to what I'm about to say, it doesn't cost $600 a month. This is some information that we got from somebody. It does not take $600 a month, and it doesn't take 6 months for SEOs to start working for you to see results. It takes a system for you to start seeing results.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, that's a it's a lot of people out here that are and we always talk about this, like, you got a Wix site, and that's fine. You want to be able to get something going, and that's cool. But why do you have a site if you don't know how to be able to optimize it and being able to use it? You don't have any SEO, you don't have any GEOs, you don't even know what that is, you don't even know where to be able to start. You just have a website and you don't even know how to be able to utilize your domain. What people are doing, and one of the other things that we see that happens so often is that it's a lot of people being able to take advantage of people, right? Where they have servers and they're taking your domain, and one of the biggest games, let me explain something to you. One of the biggest games that's being played out here is owning your domains. So what a person will do is they'll take it, they'll say, hey, I'm running your website. They'll put it inside of their server, and then they own your domain. They'll go buy your domain for you, they'll put it inside of their server, and then they own it. So then now when your company becomes $1 million company or comes this type of company, you actually will have to probably, if they want to and they get technical, or if it can get to a place, they can actually make you pay for that domain. And now, or they can sell your domain to somebody else, and that's intellectual property. So what a lot of people don't understand is because we're living in this digital world that a video now is a piece of, it's a piece of property, it's a piece of tangible goods, because I can make money off of videos. That's why people steal people videos offline now, because if I can get that video to go viral, then now I can be able to get money from it. So people are stealing. That's why people watermark their videos. That's why they try to make sure they're doing all these things, because we are now in a digital place, in a digital world where these things matter. And most of the clients that we deal with, they don't understand how important it is to be able to have your domain housed in a place where you can be able to see it. And with our system, you're able to do that. And then also, they don't understand how important it is to have a website with SEOs. What you just have is a billboard. We call it a billboard in the desert. It's just there. You're not getting any clients. You're paying monthly for it, and Wix is receiving money from you every month for you just having a website hosted on their actual brand. You might as well spend the extra couple of dollars, get your website up and going, so you could be found in many different places. So I just wanted to put that
So
out there.
what you're saying, let's break down what this means, right? So you do have a website, right? Most people have a website. And you're like, oh, well, I'm getting responses. Are you getting responses because this is word of mouth and you're telling people to go to your website? Or are you being found on Google organically when somebody type in a keyword?
Right. Right.
That's the difference.
Right.
Because, and I say this, and I really don't care how it sounds. This is a lot of education, resources, and learning all of this, which is why we're sharing all of this, which is why we are telling you to get a system so you can avoid the headaches that we went through. SEO, and I can't stress this enough, search engine optimization. You want to be able to be found on the internet the first three on Google, on Bing, on whatever, the within the first three pages. If you pass the three, you probably are not going to be found because people's attention span is short. They want what they want. And if they can't see it, they ain't gonna go looking for you. Second one, GEO, geographic
Mm-hmm.
engine optimization. Your area of where you're servicing people. So those are important to have. And if you're not in the tech world, you're not going to know what that means. You're not going to put that in it. The price to have a SEO on your page, on your website, that does cost because that's separate and that's work. I ain't gonna even
Yeah.
hold you. That's a separate ball game. That's why 9 times out of 10, these people who are doing your websites, they're not putting that stuff on there. That's a different kind of price.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
And
that
then
has
they
to go
probably
on
don't even
every
know how
site.
to do it, to be
They
honest,
probably
right?
don't know how to do it because if you're on Wix, and I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna give you the game for real because I didn't know it. I had Square. I done had Square. I done had Wix. I done had GoDaddy. Every time that little thing popped up that said SEO, I'll move it out the way. I didn't know what that was. I didn't know what that was until I created our Shopify store. And that's because I
Mm-hmm.
went through the Shopify education to how to build the store when I built it at that time.
Yeah.
I did not know what that was. Is yes, exactly. Versetta Marie, exactly. Search engine optimization, and GEO is geographic engine optimization as well. Um, so that's when I learned about it. That's time consuming, which is why people charge when they put that on your website. Because if you don't know, you just like, okay, I'm paying this website, and like I said, I'm not knocking anybody, but what we've experienced with people who aren't educated, I'm gonna put it that way, not really educated. They're like, well, why would I pay this much for that when I could get it on Square for $10? Exactly. And you're getting $10 worth of business.
Right.
That's all I'm gonna
100%.
say. But at the
100%.
same time, you paying $10 here, right, for your website. But then you're paying candidly either the free version that's not really doing what it needs to do, or you're paying a paid version to put a calendar over here, and then you're using Google for your email as your professional email, or you're paying for your Google email a few more dollars. And by the time you get done writing down all the stuff you're paying for this bit and this bit and this bit, you can be paying that same price for all in one where you ain't got to go everywhere.
Yeah. 100%.
So,
100%.
so that's what we do this for, to teach you. It's all, or I forgot. Then you gotta buy a business phone number. So now you're carrying around two phones, or
Yeah,
you're not added to your personal plan as your business phone when you ain't got to do all that, or you're paying for add-ons. So when we say this, this is really coming from a place of experience and caring, and that domain stuff that is really real. We've had people who can't get their domain, and we had to create new ones for them.
yeah, yeah, for real.
We don't keep your domain. We will tell you where to get it, and just tell us the part that we need to do to get all your DNS records set up on your side.
Yeah. And so
In
let's
the
do this. Let's do this real
Go
quick.
ahead.
I'm gonna do this. Let's let me show you. And this is a matter of us only having this website together no more than a week. You know what I'm saying? Like this is no more
Yeah,
than a week worth of work.
tomorrow made a week. That I
Okay,
mean
so
yesterday. Saturday made a week. Go ahead.
okay, so
There you go.
if Saturday made a week, here we go. Let me put this into the screen. So if
Can
you
you
guys,
move can you move your arrow over? Well, I mean you got it. The little green arrow at the bottom, if you can move it.
the green arrow at the bottom. Oh yeah, yeah,
Yep, the
yeah,
little
yeah. Yep.
yes. There you
All
go.
right, cool. So as you can see, just based off of this page not even being up for a week, this guy has got 123 people coming to his website. His look at his rate. His went up like crazy. This is what he was doing before, and this is where he's at with this page. He's getting unique visits because he's getting SEO. Look, he's getting people coming in that he
Yeah,
wasn't getting before.
he has both. He has SEO and he has G on it.
Yeah.
Yes.
So before he wasn't really getting any traffic coming in from his website. Now he's getting people that are coming to his website and seeing exactly what it is that he's doing, and he's getting the results. And not only is he getting the results, he's super happy now because he's able to get all the information that he actually needs to be able to be a moving company. And so like I said, this is important. If you know anybody that has a moving company and doing work like this, they actually need tap in with them, tag them, and let them know, hey, look, you might want to get you an all-in-one service or all-in-one system. If you're running an all-in-one business, you might want to be able to run you an all-in-one service. So then check it out. Let's show you something. So he was able to do this, and I'm not gonna show you his people, but I'm gonna tell you that we have forms on here that now his people, he's able to see what's going on here. He's able to see everything that's happening, and to be able to see all that information is now valuable to him. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to remove that, put us back on the screen, and show people exactly what it is that we were able to do with this website. So, my Justin, if you want to pull up the website,
Yeah, we went through his website. I didn't go fully. So as I showed y'all, when I clicked on his y'all gotta I'm working off two screens here. Where my little thing at? There we go. There we go. Okay. So when you click the get a free quote, it opened like I showed you earlier, the breakdown of what you can do for his form. He got all the information. You don't have to worry about it anymore. He can call, get a quote for them, call him back with a quote. But what we start to do, and like I said, we become a lot of things. We're not just building, we ultimately become business coaches. Because there's a lot of stuff that people don't know or that they're worried about, and we kind of guide them. Only you won't know unless you take that leap of faith. So certain questions were asked, and we just suggested some things. But what we did is we made this a little bit more friendly version, still sharing the story of what it is, how they came about, giving more customer satisfaction reviews, and just made it simple, but it's still telling you about what it is that they do. And that was the key thing of what was missing from his other website. We brightened it up. We put photos. It made a difference. And I wasn't even fully done. And he was like, "Yep, do it." Da, da, da. And I was like, "Oh no, wait, I gotta do this, I gotta do that." He was like, "It look good now." So just having those response back from what one had before to what they have now definitely make it worthwhile. And when I tell y'all, it's a lot that go into it, but that end result in the business owner's response at what it now does for them is all worthwhile.
Yeah.
Now, we do this a few different ways.
Hmm.
We have options where you can do this yourself. If you're like most clients we get, they don't have time. This is not their field. They're not going to sit and learn to watch the videos. We still give you resource videos in case you get stuck on something. So we build this out for this client. Well, for a few of our clients, we did revamps. We do revamps, and then we start you from scratch if you don't have a website, which
Yeah.
is something that we'll be working on this week with ooh, 3 of our new people, 3 of our partners that we will help out this week. Um, so you have the option to do it yourself. Of course, there'll be a affordable price. And then we have us do it. There'll be a different price. And pretty much what that looks like is we still help you guys through it, but we definitely get on the phone. We like to see where your pain points are. And then I give you an option. Do you want me to freestyle it and let my creative juices flow? Or is it a certain way that you want it done? Um, I love the fact that they've been letting me be more creative. Got a color
Hmm.
scheme, we break it down. Most important, we go through their website. We've evaluated every website that we've done and had to do over. We showed
Absolutely.
them what they were missing. So it's not us just like, oh, you need this, you need that. Even if it's a website where we're like, oh, this is dope, just leave it, but a form will be over it and you still can use a system to make it work. So there's ways that you can do it. In these cases, they wanted us to do a complete revamp, which has been helpful. And it really worked out because we partner with almost all of our clients we partner with. I also want to say this. We really appreciate everybody who share our post as well. If you are sharing our post and you're not an affiliate, please let us know. We we are partnering with other people, other businesses. Even if you're not a business and you see it and you're sharing, please let us know. We are
Mhm.
giving out percentages for affiliates who are doing just that. We want to pay you for helping us. That's just like if we see stuff on Amazon, it's a no-brainer. You're going to share the information.
Yeah.
Most of us who know about affiliate marketing, when I'm sharing the information, I'm sending you a link and it's probably my affiliate link
Hmm.
because I know how affiliates marketing works. So, if you are sharing, please let us know.
Yeah.
We want to give back. If you already have an affiliate link and all you're doing is sharing when we're sharing, you know you can create your own verbiage or whatever and do it on a regular and just put your affiliate link there. We see who comes in. However, I just wanted to put that out there because we have been having people sharing our stuff, and I appreciate that.
Yeah. Most
Everybody don't do
definitely.
it. I know we share stuff all the time, but it's a difference when you're able and knowledgeable of how you can help give back. That's how businesses continue to grow when you're helping each other get there. So that was fun. And shout out to Moving Forward Oxford. I am so happy to see the growth. I am happy that they are happy and keep growing. So, what
Yeah.
you got for them?
I mean, I'm gonna just say this. So this week we're going to be talking about moving companies, right? So we're gonna jump off into how this can be able to help you if you're a moving company, or like I said, this does go. It's not niche to any one person. We're just going to go through every week. We're going to show how we can be able to help you in your business and what it is that you're doing, and how we can take that stress off of you, right? Where because a lot of this stuff, if you're not techie, like my Jasmine said, if you're not techie and you're not a person that can be able to do all this stuff, we do have an option where we can be able to take over this stuff and be able to help you. You know what I'm saying? And it's very affordable. Very, very affordable. Imagine if you can be able to hire an employee for less than $400 a month. What if you can be able to do that? If you can hire an employee for less than $700 a month, or hire an employee for $1,000 a month, what is that worth to you? If you can definitely be, if that employee and that company could be able to save you thousands and thousands of dollars, what does that look like for you? And we have that for any type of business. You know what I'm saying? And we can be able to meet your needs, whether that be social media posting, social media management, following up with clients for you, doing all the things that people may need. We can be able to put you in a business in a box. And that's what we're calling this thing. It's like a business in a box where you can be able to get every need that you may need for your business done for you, while you don't have to sit back there and have to do all this work. So we're excited to be able to do this stuff. So this week, tomorrow, I think we're gonna probably jump off into. I'm gonna just say we're gonna stay here and moving companies, but we can get off into automations. We're gonna get off in social media posting. We're gonna get off to social media content making, so you guys can see what that looks like, and how easy it is for a business to be able to do it with these AI tools that are now up to into your hands. So I look forward to being able to do this stuff this week. This is going to be fun.
Yeah. So make sure you guys tap in. I would say 10, 10, 15. Our setup, gotta get set up. Usually be me. Gotta get stationed. So um we'll have a notification for you guys for 10:15 this week for it to go out and y'all to join us. But yes, I would love to show how we actually build this and how it works step by step. Um and yeah, and show how it works for everybody. We are niching it each week. That's the goal, that's the plan.
Yeah,
But it's to show that it does work for everybody. So,
absolutely.
thank you guys for showing up. Thank y'all for supporting. And yeah, just, let us know if you guys would like to see how this works. You can go to popboilerconnect.com and click the button to hit a demo and sign up, get on our calendar, and we'll walk y'all through it. Or, just show up here and you can see it for free. It's all for free. We show it for free. It's tools.
Absolutely. Like I say,
All
go to
right.
popboilerconnect.com to be able to get you a free demo, and we'll show you and walk through with you and show you how to be able to put your business in a box. You know what I'm saying? Like we do it
On
all for you.
autopilot.
Yeah. All you got to do is focus on being great, and we'll focus on the rest for you. You know what I'm saying? So until that time comes, man, we back at it. We'll see y'all tomorrow. Peace and blessings, y'all.
Thank you all as well. You guys take care.
Peace.
Pot Boiler Connect.